Hi everyone and welcome back. My name's Julie. If you're new here, I share old-fashioned, old-time recipes that are simple and no fuss. But today I have one that's no fuss and no bake. These are my mom's no-bake chocolate cookies. Now these are unique in that they don't have peanut butter in them like most no-bakes. I'm going to show you how to make these, and I have a really easy test to share with you to make sure that you know your cookies are cooked enough for the perfect consistency to pan them. Before we get started though, just make sure you have everything set up because this recipe goes really quickly. With all that, let's get started cooking these. First things first, we're going to put 1/2 cup of butter, or 1 stick. Turn our heat to medium, and we're gonna start adding in our ingredients as the butter melts. It's about halfway melted here, so I'm just gonna start adding my ingredients. And I use salted butter in pretty much all of my cooking. Keep that in mind when you're making anything that I'm sharing that is with salted butter. To this, we're gonna add 2 cups of granulated sugar. I have made this with raw sugar and it works just as well, but I do feel like you have to cook it a little bit longer. I haven't tried any other kinds of sugar though. And 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. It's not Dutch processed, it's just unsweetened cocoa powder. And then we have 2/3 cup of milk. This can be skim, 1%, 2%, whole, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna give it a quick stir. And that butter is just about melted. But we're gonna keep cooking this on medium heat until it starts to boil. So you wanna just stir it pretty regularly. You don't have to watch it really closely at this stage, but you just wanna make sure you stir it a little bit. Now while this is cooking, I do an old-fashioned candy test to see if my chocolate is cooked enough. And what you do is you just take really cold water and you'll drop a little tiny bit of this sauce, chocolate sauce in there. And if you can form it into a ball and lift it up, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a ball, but you have to be able to pick it up in your hands, it's cooked. That's a little bit shy of 230 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm just gonna cool off some water right now while we're cooking. I'll take the ice cubes out before I do the test. And I'll probably have to do the test 2 or 3 times, I'm guessing, because I usually do. I really don't like to overcook these because the cookies get really brittle and a little bit drier. So if you can have them on the less done side, they're chewier, they're just fudgier, and a better consistency. So I'm gonna add some water, let the water cool off, and then check on this again. It started to boil now, so I'm gonna set the timer for 1 minute. I actually find that this takes closer to 2 minutes to cook, but we'll keep an eye on it and I'll show you my test. If I lift up my spatula, it's very thin and watery. It's not the consistency I want it to be. So I can tell with that visual cue right off the bat. We are at 218, so it's getting really close. And my timer is going off, and it's a little bit thicker, but it's still not the right consistency. So we're gonna just keep stirring this. Right now we're at 222 degrees Fahrenheit. It's still kind of runny. Okay, this looks thicker, so I'm gonna try it. And right away when I put it in, I can see it's kind of sticking together. And yes, it's perfect. I can pick it up. 1 test, that's amazing. I'm gonna turn this off. So we're gonna try to slow down the cooking so I can get them panned. And right away, 3 cups of quick cooking oats and 1/2 cup of flaked coconut. I use unsweetened. I think my mom uses sweetened. It doesn't matter. And we're gonna stir this to get it all coated, cool down that mixture. All right, let's move it over where my parchment paper is, and we will start panning them. One thing you may notice is that there's no vanilla in these cookies. I've added vanilla before, and it doesn't make a difference. I don't know if it's because the chocolate is just so overpowering or there's so much sugar. I'm not really sure, but I really can't tell a difference, so I don't add vanilla. I have also added mint to these because I love mint. Not everybody in my family is a huge mint fan, so I stopped doing that, but I love them with mint. right, I am all done cleaning up. That was incredibly simple, and I think we're ready to test these cookies out. These are cooked to perfection. They're like still soft and kind of gooey in the middle, but they're set on the outside. This is perfect. I did forget to tell you though, if you do not want to have coconut in yours, first of all, try it. They're so delicious. But if you don't like coconut and you're absolutely no way on coconut, you can not add the half cup of coconut and instead just increase your oatmeal to 3.5 cups instead of just 3. So that's quick cooking oats. I have tried it with old-fashioned oats and they just don't cook. They're too hard, and the consistency is not as good. And if you try these and love them or have questions, leave a comment below. I appreciate you guys and all your support. Thank you guys. Take care. Till next time. Happy baking.